Hello, Spruce Society. Good morning. My name is Kelowna Giuliano, and I'm here to talk about crystals and essential oils for balancing chakras. So I'm just going to share a little bit about my story just to let you know why I'm interested in this topic. So my background is in holistic health, and before I was even sharing about how to use Young Living oils, I actually was incorporating essential oils into my practice as a holistic health practitioner. And some of the sessions that I was doing incorporated crystals and Reiki and oils. So I started using Young Living oils in 2012, and I didn't know everything that I know now, but I studied essential oils actually when I went to massage school, and I took aromatherapy courses, but I was using store-bought oils. I didn't know the difference for a couple of years, and then I found out about Young Living. But my background is in hands-on healing, and I was actually using crystals and oils to balance people's chakras. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about why you would want to know about chakras and crystals and oils and how they go together, so that you can have a better knowledge of how to incorporate the two to help yourself and then to be able to help other people. So if you are totally new, I'm just going to explain that a chakra is just an energy center in your body. So we all have like a lot of energy outside of this physical body that we can see and touch and feel. And some people who are sensitive to energy, different types of healers or intuitive people, can actually see and feel the energy that's outside of the body. So one thing that I used to do when people would come in and they would lay down on the massage table is I could use my hands or a pendulum to feel which chakras were out of balance. So if you don't know that, which a lot of people don't know that or weren't trained in that, it's fine, because I'm going to go through all of the 7 chakras and give you some specific information about each one, and you can determine like which ones are out of balance in you, and then learn some crystals and oils to bring yourself back into balance, because that's the fun part, right? You want to like be able to help yourself, and then you can start helping others. So a chakra is just a swirling kind of vortex of energy that we have. We have 7 main chakras in our body, and they're pretty easy to memorize because they are the color of the rainbow from the bottom up. And so I'm going to make it like as simple as possible, but they are actually cone shaped. So they start at like kind of the front of your spine, and then they come out. And when they're in balance, they kind of swirl in this clockwise motion. You don't necessarily need to know that, but that's just, I'm kind of a visual person, so I like to know like, what is this and how does it work? So that's what a chakra is. And then crystals, I mean, some people might, I don't know what your experience is with crystals, if you know much about them, but a couple important things about them: they are actually used in fiber optic communication. They transmit energy. They enhance energy. So it pairs really well with essential oils, because we know from everything Gary Young taught us about frequency and how the oils are this high frequency, right? And so the crystals are the same. They clear and cleanse negative energy. Like liquid crystal display, LCD, it's actual crystal inside there. There's crystal in watches because it transmits energy. Now, there are lots of fake crystals out there, just like there are not so great essential oils, right? You can go to Target and you can find essential oils there, but those aren't the oils that we're talking about when we're talking about increasing your health and wellness. Same with crystals. You can walk into a crystal shop, or you can find crystals that have been cooked or heated or dyed, and those crystals aren't going to have the healing properties that a natural crystal would have. So some questions you want to ask: you want to find a trusted source, and you want your crystal like coming out of the earth. Like sometimes they polish them, right? And that's okay. If they polish it to make it smooth, I don't have one right in front of me, but there are crystals that are naturally just really rough because that's how they come out of the earth. And then there are polished crystals. So polishing is fine, but sometimes when they start dyeing them and heating them and stuff like that, it just ruins the energy, and it's not going to have it might look pretty, but it's not going to have the healing benefits that we're talking about today. So that's just a little tip about crystals. And I'm going to go through the chakras, starting from the bottom up. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll come back and answer them later, or I'll go through the comments at the end, depending on our time. So The first chakra is at the base of the spine. So if you can imagine like where your tailbone, like right where you're sitting right now, if you're sitting, it's like the base of your spine. So it's like right down there. And it's associated with the color red. So I'm wearing red today. So I'm wearing red chakra. So what's cool about the chakras is, there's a color associated with each one. So if you hear one, I'm going to go through some characteristics of whether they're in or out of balance. And if you feel like you need to feel more like you're working on one chakra or the other, you can wear the color of that chakra. And that's another way you can work on it, along with using the crystal and the oil. So I'm wearing red for the root chakra, and it is all about being connected with the earth, being grounded, feeling supported, accepted. Those are all traits of the first chakra. Another thing is feeling like you are moving forward in life. That's when your root chakra is in balance. You have all of those. If your root chakra is out of balance, you might feel stuck. You might have low back pain, varicose veins, sciatica, constipation, diarrhea, fertility issues, phobias, feel insecure, have depression or feel anxious, addictions, or feel scattered. And disclaimer, I'm not saying that any crystal or any essential oil is going to cure or prevent or treat any of these things. I'm just saying that oftentimes when you have a physical condition, there is a lot more to it than just the physical fix. So if you are feeling super unsupported, super worried about money, you might have low back issues. It doesn't mean everyone with low back issues is struggling financially, but there is a strong connection between that. And I love that, because now when I have something wrong in my physical body, I am looking at all the different ways that I can tap into that and figure it out so that you can really heal the root cause of it, right? So these are ideas for you to help yourself and help others. And I just wanted to explain that. So, but I love that because, hey, I actually had experiences where people came in to see me when I was still seeing clients one-on-one, and they would come in with, oh, my lower back or whatever. And they would lay on the table face up. I would, do a chakra balancing session where I'd put crystals underneath them, crystals on top of them. I would use some oils, and, they're like, wow, you didn't even touch my lower back. And like, my lower back is feeling better, and that was like some of the experiences that led me to start teaching classes on how to use essential oils, and led me to start doing Young Living as an actual business, because people were like, what is happening here? Like, this really works, like people were really blown away. And when I added the oils into my practice, it was like, I don't know, like a light bulb went on for them and for me. So there's a lot to this, and it's a great tool to have in your back pocket to help yourself and other people. So the oils that can help balance the energy in the root chakra are patchouli, vetiver, sandalwood, cedarwood, ginger, cypress, valor, and grounding. And you don't have to use all of those. You could use the one that you have. And, say you had one of those kind of out of balance things, you could use the oil over that spot. You could breathe it from your hands. You could put it in your diffuser, figure out how you want to use it. And then the other thing, like I mentioned, you can use like the colors. So you could wear, the color red, you could eat red foods. All of that will help balance that root chakra. And the healing crystals for the root chakra are hematite, red jasper, black or snowflake obsidian. And then I have here a smoky quartz. I have like a little one. So you can get little crystals, and then you can get like bigger crystals, and then I have some that I can't even really like pick up very easily. So those are in other places in my house. And it's not necessarily the bigger the better. I think it's just something that when you find a crystal you really like, you just feel attracted to it. You want to put it somewhere in your house where it brings you joy. Or one way to use smoky quartz. Smoky quartz specifically pulls negative energy out. So I sleep with this under my bed, with the point pointing away. So while I'm sleeping, it's pulling anything that I don't want out. You can also put these in the corners of your room, near windows, near doors, because it pulls negative energy out of your home and out where you don't need to worry about it as much anymore, right? And crystals, since they absorb negative energy, they do need to be cleared every once in a while. So they can be placed on the ground, like in dirt or grass or sand. And under a full moon actually recharges and clears and cleanses them. And they do need that every once in a while. Some crystals can be run under water, and other crystals will dissolve in water. That's a way to clear them with water. But I just gather up all my crystals and put them out in the full moon every once in a while. And it helps to clear and cleanse and recharge them. So we are moving on. Well, a comment below, whether you're coming back later or whether you're watching now, if you feel like your root chakra might need some balancing, like you might need to feel more grounded or more supported, or if you have any of those things, you can maybe do a red heart if you're a root chakra, if you're thinking your root chakra needs some love, right? Okay. And then the second chakra, so we're moving up, is the center that's like right below your navel. So it's associated with the color orange. It's called the sacral chakra. And it is our center for creativity, right? That's where the womb is. That's where we create life. Center for sexuality. I think of it as just our creative center, right? And so when we're balanced in that second chakra or sacral chakra, we feel balanced emotionally, we have a healthy sexual desire, we have creativity is flowing, we're warm and friendly to others, we have clarity about our intentions and our desires, and we have like stable friendships and relationships in our life when we are balanced in that sacral chakra. When we're out of balance, we might feel chronic low back pain, problems around the pelvis, ovaries, bladder, prostate, uterus, menstrual cycle dysfunction, intestinal issues, spleen and gallbladder or kidney issues or infections, and eating disorders can all be connected to a sacral chakra that's out of balance. So some oils that we can use, again, you could rub it right over the chakra, or you could breathe it, diffuser, however you want to use it, but ylang ylang, clary sage, rosemary, jasmine, peace and calming, harmony, inner child, and forgiveness. And I know this is going quick. You could go back and watch. And also I will post later in the comments like a graphic that talks about like what oils go good with what chakra. And it's not that this is the only way to use oils, right? You can use oils however you want, but it's kind of fun when you are working on something specific and you pair the oil with the chakra. Some healing crystals. Our orange calcite, have a little piece of that here. Copper, moonstone, and carnelian. I love carnelian. It's kind of a reddish orange crystal. And you'll start to, like, if you start paying attention to crystals, if you have a shop near you, or, you know, you can look online too. I typically get my crystals in person because I like to touch them and like feel their energy. But after a while, you'll feel connected to a crystal and you can look up its properties. There are apps. There's an app called Stone where you can look up the benefits. I have a crystal Bible, and so I can look up the properties of any crystal. And anyway, it's just kind of a fun thing. And then of course you can wear orange clothes, eat orange foods to like balance that sacral chakra. So we're moving up to the solar plexus. And our solar plexus, I often wear jewelry that sit right at my solar plexus because this is an area this is one of the chakras that I continuously need to feel supported in. So the third chakra is our personal power center, okay? It's like in between the heart and the base of the rib cage, like right at the base right here of your rib cage, and it's associated with the color yellow. And it's like that gut feeling we get, you know, when you get that feeling in your gut, that's this chakra, your third chakra. And so when it's in balance, we feel confident, we feel brave and strong and good self-esteem. We feel balanced emotionally. It's easy to concentrate and learn and memorize information when we're balanced here. We feel trusting. It's very easy to adapt and we can find stillness easily. So those are all things where I'm like, I need some help in that department. Like I need help settling down. And so this is a chakra that I'm always working on. I often put oils right here. This is where I put oils. I actually wear Valor around my around my neck with a crystal on here and Valor in here, and it sits right there. And then of course I'm always putting oils right there. So when the third chakra is out of balance, we have difficulty concentrating, and with memory sometimes we get sleepy during the day, or we have insomnia or digestive issues, or stress-related skin issues, or lack of emotional control. Those can all be things that maybe are corresponding to be out of balance in this chakra. So one or a couple of oils that you can use are neroli, juniper, basil, bergamot, geranium, lemongrass, harmony, sacred mountain, and acceptance. And the one that I would add there, just because I intuitively always put valor right there, even though valor is kind of more of the root chakra, grounding, it helps me feel safe and secure when I put valor right here. So you can use your intuition, you can put oils wherever you want, right? But this is just a suggestion. So some crystals, my favorite is citrine. And again, like you can have little teeny crystals like this, like here's a little citrine. And then there's big citrine or bigger. So this is in the shape of like a, a sphere, right? And I have it on a little stand up in my room. And then a whole nother element of using crystals is a way to balance the energy in your home. So I have a citrine in the wealth corner of our home, which is feng shui. That's a different class, but that's about balancing the energy in your home. So citrine sits in the wealth corner of my home because it's also for bringing wealth and abundance. And I just love it. If I could, I'd wear it right here. So that's citrine. There's also tiger's eye, golden calcite, and amber are all helpful for that chakra. And of course, you can wear yellow clothing, you can eat yellow foods, bring your breath into that area if you're trying to strengthen that third chakra there. Okay, so fourth chakra is the heart. I feel like the heart is like the popular chakra, right? Like everyone hears about the heart center, the heart chakra. So it is associated with the color green or pink, and it's kind of the balance between the upper chakras and the lower chakras. And when it's in balance, we feel connected to everyone around us. We feel faithfulness and commitment and gentleness, harmony, peace, and we're able to give and receive love really easily, like unconditional love. So when the heart chakra is out of balance, our relationships suffer, we lose touch with our emotions. You could have like issues with your heart disease. You feel detached from the world around you. You might have lung issues or chest issues or respiratory stuff, and maybe thinking narrow-mindedly. So essential oils to balance the energy in the heart center, which I love pairing oils and crystals over my heart. I just feel like we can't work on our heart chakra enough, right? We could always be better at giving and receiving love, because that's what it's all about, right? Love is like the highest vibration we could be in. So rose is a great oil. Not everybody has rose yet. Maybe it's on your wish list, but there are a lot of blends that have rose in it. So you could use, joy, or look up, you can look up rose on, I don't know if you have the pocket reference or the desk reference, but when you look up the essential oil, it tells you all the products that have that. So you can see all the blends that it was in. Geranium, jasmine, acceptance, and humility are all great oils for the heart chakra. And then, so I have some rose quartz crystals here. Here's a flat one. And this one's kind of nice for just like, it sits really nicely like on your heart, right? You could just place it there and it feels really good on your body. Some crystals are kind of chunky and rough and they don't feel that great placed on your body, but these smooth flat ones feel really good. So you could rub some rose or joy over your heart and put a rose quartz there and just lay down and take a nap or fall asleep at night, or you can like put the crystal under your bed or under your pillow. And then of course there's like heart-shaped rose quartz. I always like put these in my kids' stockings for Christmas and stuff. My Christmas is like crystals and oils. And I forgot to tell you guys with the last couple chakras to put the color that corresponds to the chakra that you feel like you might need some help with in the comments. So I know we did orange for the sacral, we did yellow for the solar plexus, and then now we're doing green for the heart. So if you feel like your heart chakra could use some extra love, put a little green heart in there like, yeah, I'm gonna work on my heart chakra. So we're moving up to the throat. That's the fifth chakra, and it is all about communication, speaking your truth, feeling like you can easily say what you need to say and express yourself. So I know that sometimes if you feel blocked or constricted in your throat, even if it's a sore throat or like TMJ or something like that, it could be connected with your inability to speak freely or express yourself the way you want to express yourself. So that's something that's good to remember, right? Because it's not always like when you're getting a sore throat or when you have that feeling in your throat, it's not always like, I'm getting sick, I'm getting a virus or something like that. It might have to do with being able to express yourself. And once you become aware of that, you use a crystal or an oil, you kind of bring your energy there, and then it goes away. And you're like, you know, maybe I wasn't getting sick. Anyway, food for thought. So when we feel balanced in our throat chakra, we feel freedom to express ourselves, we have strong willpower, we're following our dreams, leadership skills and career advancement are in balance. We feel faithful, we're effective at teaching others, and we're good at listening to others. Listening is also a throat chakra connection skill. When the throat chakra is blocked or out of balance, we might feel uncertain, we're afraid of speaking our mind, we have attention disorders, we lose focus, we could have panic attacks or speech impediments, or any issues with like throat, jaw, tonsil, ear, neck can all be throat chakra. So oils for the throat chakra to bring energy and balance back in that area, lavender, lemon, Roman chamomile, hyssop, hope, envision, and believe. I have believe right here. That's what I'm using today. I love believe. It's one of my favorite blends. So you could, rub that over your throat. You could breathe it. You could put it on somewhere in that area, have it in your diffuser. And then oils to balance the throat chakra to help us with that communication. Blue lace agate. I don't have one right here, but it's like a really pretty light blue color, and it's got these, looks like lace. It has like these little designs in it. Kyanite, blue fluorite, turquoise, blue chalcedony, and azurite are all, you could wear a necklace with one of those, or, you could put it under your pillow or whatever. I always joke that I'm always putting like crystals in my bra, whatever crystals I like, and I'm a surfer. So when I go down to the beach and I'm changing in the parking lot into my wetsuit or bathing suit or whatever, crystals like flying across the parking lot. I'm like, oh, sorry, that's mine. But I will put crystals on and around me all the time because they make me feel really good. And I know their healing properties, right? So just like we use our oils. So some other things you could do if your throat chakra needed some love is you could wear blue clothing, eat naturally colored blue foods. And another thing that's helpful is, there's yoga poses that can help balance the energy in these different places. So using breath and movement can also open that up. So there's like a pose in yoga, the lion's roar, where you like take a deep breath and then you bug out your eyes and you stick out your tongue and you go, that can clear energy in your throat chakra as well. So if you're familiar with that, that's a way of, you could use the oils and the crystals and kind of clear the energy in your throat. So we are to the sixth chakra, which is our third eye. I feel like it's another like popular chakra, right? You hear about your third eye, I don't know. So it's associated with the color indigo or purple, and it's right in the center of our forehead, and it's also connected to our pineal gland, which is like our master gland. So it regulates hormones and controls all these biorhythms in our body. So putting oils there is really powerful, here or even on the back directly behind. Those are powerful places to put essential oils, and even to lay down and place a crystal there. Do like a laying down meditation, put an oil there, set a flat, crystal there. It's really nice. So when the energy in our third eye is balanced, we might feel really in tune with like our inner wisdom, like just that knowing, feeling adequate. We're open to new ideas. We're intellectual. We have clarity and inspiration, and we're in touch with our dreams and goals when you're balanced in your third eye chakra. If it's out of balance, you might have a lot of negative ideas in your mind, brain fog, seizures, autism, headaches, migraines, mental illness, or even eye, ear, scalp, and hair problems can be associated with that third eye chakra. So, I feel like I'm missing something here. Essential oils to help balance are lavender, helichrysum, white angelica, awaken, dreamcatcher, and transformation. So it's really, I often put oils right there. I don't know, do you guys do that? Do you feel okay putting oils on your head, on your face? I do. Sometimes you need a little carrier oil, right? But I often will put oils right there on my third eye. And essential oils for the third eye, crystals for the third eye are amethyst, one of my favorite crystals. I have some bigger ones around my house, but here's a little one. It's just a really pretty purple color, and amethyst is a super powerful crystal. Like if you were like, what crystal should I get? I would probably say amethyst. It's really good at clearing and cleansing energy, and I don't know, I'm just attracted to it. So pick one that you're attracted to, but I have amethyst everywhere. I often wear it. That's one that I stick in my bra. I have it in my car, under my bed, like it's everywhere. But it does help with that third eye balance. So lapis lazuli, sodalite, and celestite are all other crystals that you could use. And of course you could wear purple clothing or eat naturally colored purple foods. So we're to the top, to the crown chakra. We made it. So our crown chakra, I literally visualize it like a crown, and it encompasses all the colors of the chakras below. So all the colors of the rainbow, and it's like a white iridescent light that's like radiating with all the colors. And so when it's in balance, we feel like a really strong connection to God, the universe, whatever you believe in that's bigger than you. We feel really connected spiritually. We're like in the flow of, cosmic consciousness or, wisdom connection. We feel really aware and courageous and trusting. We have enthusiasm, we're fulfilled, we're optimistic, we feel stable with our ethics and values and inner peace, and then just feeling connected with all living things. That's what the, crown chakra is all about. But I will say that when you're working on balancing these different energy centers, starting at the bottom, at the root chakra, is usually the best way to go because they build on each other. It's like stair steps. So you have to kind of work on feeling grounded and supported, and then you can kind of like work your way up. And also, if you're only working on this chakra and you're not working on the lower chakras, you can kind of be like, ooh, up here in la la land, right? I think it's important to be spiritual, but also connected, right? So you can be both, have that both connections. So the crown chakra, when it's out of balance, we might feel lost or disconnected or stuck, dementia, depressed feelings, lethargic, or even manic behavior when we're not balanced there. So oils to balance the crown chakra, and I often, like, honestly, I take oils and I just like drop them right on top of my head. Do you guys do this? Like, I just drop oils on my head. I do that a lot. Of course, if you're going to be out in sunlight, you might not want to put like photosensitive, like citrus oils on top of your head because you're going to get sunlight right there and it might increase photosensitivity, but I put lots of oils on my head. So the oils to balance the crown chakra are frankincense, myrrh, lavender, jasmine, three wise men, gathering, and inspiration. I can't wait till inspiration comes back in stock. I have a little secret last bottle of it, and I love putting that right on the crown of my head. I just think it feels so good. And then you can kind of just rub it around in a clockwise motion and breathe it from your hands. So some crystals for the crown chakra are, again, amethyst, clear quartz, and again, I have like all different sizes and shapes around my house. I have some big ones and some little ones, but I love clear quartz. Herkimer diamond, selenite, rutilated quartz, white calcite, and labradorite are all great choices. So we made it from the bottom to the top. And if you remember like which one was out of balance for you or which one you want to work on, you can drop the color associated with that chakra. So for the crown, you could do white, or you could do a rainbow because it's like all the colors, right? And I would love to hear, I'm going to go back and I'll read your comments later because I don't want to get distracted or take any more of your time, but I'll come back and answer questions. And I would just love to hear what you thought about this. Like if this is something that's interesting to you, something you've already learned before, if it was review, and if there's something that you did learn, I would love to hear what that was or something that you were inspired by. So you can drop that in the comments below. So I hope you have a great day. I hope that was helpful, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.